Typhoon Wipha forces the city's first number 10 hurricane signal since September 2023. Despite easy come, easy go, the power of Wipha has seen widespread chaos across the city. And we'll meet 4 of this year's DSE students who have overcome different challenges in life but shared a common goal for the future of Hong Kong. Good evening, you're watching Cable News, I'm Cheryl Yun. It's been a tumultuous day in Hong Kong as Typhoon Weiper battered the city with hurricane-force winds, torrential rain and powerful waves, forcing the observatory to issue the highest storm warning, hurricane signal number 10, for nearly 7 hours. The storm left a trail of destruction, with fallen trees and toppled scaffolding scattered across city streets. Flights, trains, and other forms of transportation were either suspended or delayed. Authorities reported at least 26 injury reports. The observatory said Weipa is gradually weakening, but the city will continue to experience unstable weather. Typhoon Weipa struck Hong Kong with relentless force, bringing powerful gusts and frequent heavy showers. Early this morning, the observatory upgraded the typhoon signal number 8 in effect overnight to number 9, before raising it to a hurricane signal number 10 within 2 hours at 9:20 a.m. Weipa pounded the city mercilessly for almost the whole day, while heavy rain triggered the red rainstorm warning signal in the afternoon, further worsening the chaos. The observatory downgraded a warning to signal number 8 at 4:10 p.m. and further down to number 3 at 7:40 p.m. While Typhoon Weipa moved further away from Hong Kong and made landfall near Guangdong's Jiangmen City around 6 p.m., the city will continue to see strong winds and heavy rain.
For the weather for tonight and tomorrow, there will be gale to storm force east to southeasterly winds. Seas will be high with swells. Winds will weaken gradually. It will be cloudy with squally showers and thunderstorms. Showers will be heavy at times.
As Typhoon Weipa battered Hong Kong, widespread damage was caused across the city. In Kennedy Town, a drifting boat was swept into a pier, while hundreds of reports of fallen trees were logged across various districts, and at least 3 flood incidents occurred. Jeremy Zhu has more details.
Kennedy Town saw fierce winds and surging waves, with water levels rising significantly due to storm surges. Violent gusts whipped up white-capped waves, some crashing onto land. A 3-story tourist boat, adrift off Saiwan, was carried by the wind before slamming into the China Merchants Group pier. Police cordoned off the area while fireboats stood by. Authorities confirmed no one was on board at the time. Nearby debris littered the waterfront, and a traffic sign was bent sideways by the storm's force. Meanwhile, on the Tin Kau Bridge, an entire lamp post was toppled by the hurricane-strength winds, blocking 3 traffic lanes. In Aberdeen, windows from an old building's top floor were blown inward, prompting the closure of the road downstairs for safety. Over in Wafu Estate's Walking Street, scaffolding at a construction site collapsed, crushing multiple city buses parked at the stop. A similar incident struck North Point, where a 20 by 50 meter scaffolding from a high-rise crashed down, damaging 4 cars, though no injuries were reported. Fallen trees were even more widespread. On Sha Tin's Kwon Sin Street, a tree was uprooted in an open-air car park, crushing a van and lifting its front wheels off the ground. A secondary school in Chun Wan also saw a tree collapse, smashing through the school fence and a roadside lamppost. Additionally, Wong Tai Sin district has experienced flooding once again, with Long Chun Road near the Wong Tai Sin Temple particularly affected. Workers have urgently carried out drainage works after the area was submerged. Jeremy Zhu, Cable News.
Air and land traffic in the city gradually resumed in the afternoon as Wipha moved away, with around 400 flights expected to take off or land and nearly 80,000 passengers affected. The airport authority advises travelers to allow extra time for check-in and boarding, as the airport is expected to be busy following the extensive cancellations. Jeremy Zhu again has the story.
After almost 8 hours of suspension, the first flight touched down in Hong Kong at around 2 p.m. while the number 10 typhoon signal was still in force. A passenger jet arriving from Bali, Indonesia.
The pilot handled it perfectly. Good landing. We're the first plane in, so we're happy to be back.
General Manager of Customer Experience at the Airport Authority, Chris Aoyang, warned that the airport would remain exceptionally busy for the next 24 to 48 hours as airlines work through the backlog. He expects flight operations will not fully normalize until tomorrow evening, advising passengers to check with their airlines for the latest flight updates before heading to the airport. The authority is maintaining close coordination with airlines to minimize further disruption, including operating overnight departure processing. All 27 security channels will remain open throughout the night. As for the major carriers in the city, Cathay Pacific has scheduled to resume 54 flights tonight. Hong Kong Airlines has restarted 26 flights since the afternoon, with its Monday's flights to and from Haikou and Sanya expected to be affected. Hong Kong Express is resuming 49 flights from tonight until early Monday. Greater Bay Airlines will gradually resume operations on Monday, though timings may vary. Earlier, over 500 flights were cancelled, stranding thousands of passengers overnight. Staff distributed supplies and implemented emergency measures during the suspension. Jeremy Zhu, Cable News.
In other news, a tsunami warning has been issued after several major earthquakes, one with a magnitude of 7.4, were recorded off the nearby waters of Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula. The first quake with a magnitude of 6.7 struck at around 2:30 p.m. Hong Kong time. In less than 30 minutes, a second one registered at magnitude 7.4 was reported. The larger quake was at a depth of 20 kilometers and was 144 kilometers east of the city of Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky, home to a population of 180,000. Multiple tremors at magnitude 5 to 6 were also reported afterwards. The tsunami alert was initially issued for Russia and as far as the state of Hawaii of the United States. At least 37 people have died after a tourist boat capsized in northeast Vietnam's Ha Long Bay, including the boat's captain. More than 10 survivors were rescued while search efforts are ongoing. Jeremy Zhu reports.
Rescue teams worked through the night in Ha Long Bay to locate those still unaccounted for. Footage shows the vessel almost completely overturned, with only a small section of its hull visible above water. A total of 27 boats and 2 rescue ships were deployed for the operation. Cranes lifted the boat, bringing most of it to the surface before towing it ashore, where personnel boarded the wreckage to continue the search. The vessel, named the Wonder Sea, was 24 meters long and weighed 12 tons. It was carrying tourists near Ha Long Bay on Saturday afternoon when it encountered strong winds and thunderstorms, causing it to capsize and lose its signal. According to local reports, the boat was carrying 48 passengers, who were mostly on a sightseeing tour, and 5 crew members. More than 20 of those on board were children, the majority from Hanoi. A 14-year-old boy was trapped in the cabin for 4 hours before being rescued through a window. Other survivors were taken to the hospital, some with serious injuries, but all are now stable. Prime Minister Fan Ming-ching has expressed condolences to the victims' families and ordered a full investigation, vowing to punish those responsible for any violations. Jeremy Zhu, Cable News.
Beyond individual scores, the story emerging from this year's Diploma of Secondary Education is one of collective resilience. Driven by the shared aim to contribute to the city, these students are navigating formidable obstacles, including socio-economic adversity, health setbacks, and language barriers, demonstrating remarkable determination on a demanding path. See how Quinton Yang gets inspired.
Leading PLK 10 Yuktian College's top achievers is Wang Wenqi, a grassroots super top scorer. He will study medicine at Chinese University's Global Physician Leadership stream, aiming to serve the underserved communities.
I have discovered my passion for medicine from Form 4. Since then, I've been working to join different medical related programs or try to join different science, especially biology related competitions, so as to build my profile and try to enrich myself.
Raised by a chef father and tuck shop worker mother, Wang advised his peers, don't let your background limit your horizons. Classmate Kun Wai-hing battled 4 collapsed lungs in his final year, when shrinking his lung to the size of a fist a week before exams. Studying from his hospital bed, Quan secured direct admission to Polytechnic University's radiography program.
I'm really grateful that the medical imaging, like the X-ray, can expose and reveal the flaws and problems inside my body so that I can receive proper treatment before it was too late. And yeah, I know it sounds cliche, but I really hope to use my power to help more people.
Meanwhile, classmate Tan Zicheng, also top scorer, turned down offers from Imperial College London and University College London to study medicine locally. His grandfather's ICU battle ignited his mission to serve local aging population.
I think that every Hong Konger should in fact have the responsibility to resolve this problem. But as a more capable individual like me who has actually academically achieved the certain requirement to get into medicine, I think I have the responsibility to study medicine and to pursue further as a doctor to serve the local community to at least alleviate the current problem.
At PLK Ngampo Ling College, Indian student Smriti Kedia mastered Chinese through school resources and self-discipline. Her stellar results of 4 5-star stars and 2 5 stars cemented her dream to study medicine at Hong Kong University.
I was born in India, but I came to Hong Kong at the age of 1, so I've gotten really attached to Hong Kong. So I didn't really consider going anywhere else for my undergraduate. I felt that everyone around me was really supportive, despite me, of course, not being being a local student. But I felt like I still was given all the equal opportunities, and I feel like that really shows that there is nothing that is out of reach for even ethnic minority students.
Behind these DSE scores are tens of thousands of students working hard as Wang, Quan, Tan, and Smriti. Their DSE grades are just a prologue of how they will make Hong Kong a better place. Kun Ting-yang, Cable News.
On to the weather now. Gale to storm force winds. Seas will be high with swells. Winds will weaken gradually. Cloudy with squally showers and thunderstorms, while showers will be heavy at times. Temperatures will range between 26 and 29 degrees. Now let's take a look at the weather around the world. That's our news tonight. I'm Cheryl Yun. Thanks for watching and good night.